What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my personal channel. Welcome back to your official review for Westbrom Vs Chelsea 3, Chelsea 3. Now, I know I said both teams weren't going to keep clean sheets, but I really didn't think we were going to get a performance like this. And I don't really know what to make of it. I don't know whether to be gassed about the comeback and the way that we came back from 3-0 down, or to sit there and be like, how the hell were we 3-0 down to West Brom and they were bottom of the league? There's a lot to go through in this video. We're going to delve into it, so don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Smash that bell notification button as well to be the first guy to know whenever we release any new content on this channel. And the lineup came out, and for the most part of it, I was okay with it. I would have liked to see Azpilicueta start on the left, and not gonna lie, when we go into the game, I think we all would have preferred that. But other than that, I was happy with the lineup. Tammy and Timo were playing together. I wanted to see how they would link up well. And a lot of people are going to criticise Frank Lampard. I've seen so many Lampard out comments already, just based off the last 90 minutes. And I'm sitting there thinking, no one else, has anyone else at Chelsea come back from 3-0 down in the Premier League? I heard the stat, I think no one's come back from 3-0 down as a manager at Chelsea in the Premier League season. Remind me if I'm wrong on that, but regardless of that, the way we came back today, with the substitutions as well, I know last season we're not coming back from 3-0 down. Last season, if we go in at half-time, 3-0 down, maybe we pull one back. Maybe we concede another one and it goes 4-1. But we ain't winning. And it's the same case for the season before that, and the season before that, and the season before that. This game is not an excuse to criticise Frank Lampard. And also, a lot of people who've been getting criticism and have been forgotten about came back and saved us on this day. But we're going to talk about that the more we delve into this match. Now, start the game pretty slowly. Both teams were expansive, but it was mistakes that cost us yet again, and this is another reason why I'm saying you cannot criticise Frank Lampard for this performance. Frank Lampard cannot account for individual mistakes. At the most you can say Frank Lampard can account for starting the players that make those mistakes. Look at the first goal, and the first thing I see is Alonso with a lazy header. I will also say Reece James, who doesn't get a lot of criticism, left that right hand side very open, and I think we were very complacent in the way that we forced a lot of our play through the right hand side, because it just left it exposed, and it was exposed on the left hand side for when they counter-attacked for this first goal. Both of them are to blame, but I blame Alonso more because we were just used to these performances with him. Same thing happened at Liverpool, same thing happened at Brighton when Tariq Lamptey done him, and we're used to it. I said I would have preferred to see Azpilicueta start, and if there is only one thing that I would say you could say maybe you could have done better, play Azpilicueta, because at the very least you would have defensive solidity with him at the back line. Yeah, he might not be the best going forward, I don't care. You'll have defensive solidity, and you don't have that with Alonso. And what Alonso has going forward, we have better attackers now that can do that going forward, so it kind of negates the reason that we need him for. Second goal, what was it? Thiago Silva. It was the worst start. I don't even know if he put a foot wrong past that, but you know everyone is just going to be focusing on that one mistake. I will I share the blame with Kovacic a little bit as well. I think both of them were a bit sloppy in passing the ball around, but Kovacic is the one who put it straight to him in pressure. First thing he does is look around to see if there's an option. Robinson's taken the ball off him, and he's already run through on goal. He's kind of put in that position. Kind of shouldn't have been in that position, because I think with the earlier first ball he could have found a further player. But that one, it's embarrassing. You just got to shrug your shoulders with that and move on. And then the third goal. Third goal was just a throwback to Sarri season, or last season with set pieces. I thought we were done with all that BS, but we're clearly not. Alonso really doesn't care about who's next to him on the far post. It was just, what was it, him ball watching whoever made the first pass, and it was so obvious. And here's the thing. We're so used to teams trying out this sort of thing against us because they know we're sloppy when it comes to defending our corners, and it came in clutch for us yet again. That's why I'm saying you cannot criticise Frank Lampard for his performance, because this was all individual errors. And also, the way we came back at halftime, the persistence and the willpower that we showed to come back, it was brilliant from Chelsea today. Like, I have no criticism with the, well, other than the first half, of course. I'm not going to go too far. Second half, we really tried to push on. Here was the thing though, we know what West Brom are like. They still know how to defend like zombies, just sit everyone behind the back, put a double-decker bus in the half of West Brom Vs Chelsea in front of them as well. And it was frustrating for our attackers. There was chances in the first half. I'll be real, Timo Werner could have had a goal. Werner, I'm sorry, but I'm really past it now. I'll get to it in a point, but Werner could have had a couple chances he put in the back of the net. Tammy, there was a couple that he was frustrated with in the first half as well. And second half, we really just needed moments out of nowhere, because it was those same moments that let us down. And who showed up? Lampard's son, the guy who has had so much criticism this season just for being picked in the squad, came out and banged a shot that Lampard would have been proud of. Silenced his critics and had an amazing performance as well today. Second goal, Callum Hudson-Odoi, brilliant link up with Kai Havertz, and these chances were so few and far between the second half because West Brom didn't need to attack. And we'll be real, from 1-0 they didn't need to attack, but we just handed them goals through individual errors just again and again. It was frustrating, but we moved. And yeah, second goal taken brilliantly from Callum Hudson-Odoi, and you know what? He needed that goal as well, because we've seen all the stuff in the press about him this week. He didn't have the best game against Barnsley as well. He needed him to come on and have an impact, and he did that. What I also want to say, the Chelsea youth saved us today, and people were saying they were going to be forgotten about the new signings. I told you, a stacked squad makes competition, and it brings the best out of the players around you. These lot know that if they want to be at their level, they have to perform at the level consistently, and that means that these players are going to be key for us in big moments. Mason Mount showed it today, Hudson-Odoi showed it today, and in the 90-something minute, Tammy Abraham showed it as well with the equaliser. VAR came, tried to pull some judge on us again, but they couldn't even validate it, and we got the comeback. The remontada was complete, and it was 3-3. I don't know what to make of it. All I will say is, that comeback wouldn't have happened under a different manager. I am a lot more optimistic because of that second half, because of the fight back, the courage, the determination, the willpower to come back against a resurgent West Brom side that just held back for ages. But there's still so many errors in this squad. Goalkeeper, I've already told you guys, Willy Caballero is not the answer. He only looks good when Kepa's had like 3 games worth of awful performances, but we know Willy is suspect too. There's a reason why he's the number 2 keeper. I've said it for time. If Willy was quality, he wouldn't be sitting on the bench at Chelsea. He'd be playing at another club. And it just showed it again today. Both of the goals, I don't even know if I can say Kepa would have saved that, but it's another case where I say I think Mendy saves that, so I hope we see him against Tottenham on Tuesday. But I'm going to roll straight through the player ratings quickly. Willy Caballero, good playing the ball out of the back at least, but I think he could have done better for the first 2 goals at least. Was thrown in there because of defensive errors, but I still think a better goalkeeper saves it, so I'm just going to give him a 5. Reece James, caught out for the first goal. Crosses weren't the best, corners weren't the best. Decent going forward. I don't know, it wasn't a good performance from him in my opinion. I'm probably gonna 4.5 leaning 5, I think. I'm not sure. Christensen, amazing performance. Probably the best defender that we had on the pitch today. And you know what? It was a genius move from Frank Lampard playing him. I don't know what happened with Kurt Zouma, but Christensen really didn't put a foot wrong today. I think after the Liverpool game as well, it was really good for his confidence to put him back out there, because I've said Christensen didn't have a bad game. It was just a stupid red card. It was a dumb move from him. So it was a bit of a redemption for him. So yeah, good performance from him. I'll give him a 6. Thiago Silva, it's just a mistake for me, but other than that, he didn't really do much wrong either. I'll give him a 5. I'd just say Christensen's the best defender, the better defender in this game, but yeah, I'll give him a 5. I don't think he had a bad performance, just a mistake. Marcus Alonso, 1. Just awful, hauled off at half-time, got done left, right and centre again. I think Chilwell, if he could have started, I wish he did start. I wish Aspi started, but we move. 1 for Alonso. N'Golo Kante struggled with the final ball. Defensively, I thought was decent. Progressed the ball a bit well, but the final product just let him down a little bit too much. I think a 5 is a fair rating for him. I don't think he was awful, but I think he just felt a little bit out of place. Kovacic, final ball, another one, let him down really badly. Again, I hold him a little bit accountable for the second goal as well. I'll give Kovacic a 4. I don't think it was a good performance from him. Mason Mount, 8, all over the pitch today. And that goal, ridiculous. I loved it. Amazing. 8 for him. Kai Havertz, Struggled in the middle because as soon as West Brom got that first goal, they just closed everyone inside. And it was just really hard for him to find any space to do anything. Still managed to get a really good assist though. For the perseverance, I'll push to a 7. Just 6.5 maybe. 6.57. He had a good performance. And the assist I think adds it as well. Tammy Abraham, frustrating first half from him. Redeemed himself a lot with the equaliser. Persistence as well, I'll give him a 6. Timo Werner, I hate to say it, but 5. Like, he could have really done a lot better. Struggled a lot. So he did well coming in deep to try and get more involved with the play, but he'll want a better performance out of himself too. I think he'll be frustrated with that. Olivier Giroud came on, but I don't really think it worked out well. He didn't have the space to try and link up the way that he wanted to with the strikers, so I'll give him a 4. Azpilicueta came on and was just instantly better than Alonso, so he'll get a 6. Hudson-Odoi as well. Tempted to push to 7, but I'll go 6.5. Great performance from him as well. But that's the end of the player ratings, and yeah, that's a big game with a lot to talk about. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Carefree Lewis G, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Take care, and up the Chelsea.